It is currently the very top of the hour, so we're going to give it a couple more minutes to let additional attendees join in, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Thanks again for joining. All right, we are 2 minutes past the hour, so we will go ahead and get started. Welcome everybody to Digital Transformation, connecting to everything through Takabishi device drivers. My name is Zach Mackey, and I am the organizer of this webinar. In a second here, I will go ahead and introduce all of our panelists today because this is a panel presentation. So first up is our guest from Takebishi, Ad Lux. Ad is a business development manager for Takebishi Corporation Japan, responsible for sales and marketing towards sales partners, dealers, and end customers for the Takebishi OPC product portfolio. Next up, we have Tom Burke. Tom is the Global Strategic Advisor for the CC Link Partner Association, responsible for strategic growth of the organization and adoption of the CC Link IE TSN technology. Also on the call today, we have Mariana Alvarado. Mariana has been part of CLPA since 2018 as a marketing specialist, having as her main responsibilities the promotion of CC Link technology, as well as technical and commercial training, mainly in Mexico and Latin America. And then finally on the call today, we have Roy Koch. Roy has worked for over 30 years in industrial automation as a technical and commercial senior specialist. And with all of their knowledge and expertise together, they put together a great presentation for you guys. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started with that. First up is Ad, so I will let him go ahead and take it away.
Hi everybody, I'm Ad Lux. I'm Business Development Manager Europe for Takebishi Japan OPC products, and today I want to inform you and explain to you two products from our OPC portfolio. One of them is the Device Explorer OPC server, and the other one is the Device Gateway on Docker. These products we integrated into the Iconics portfolio, and this serves a lot of Iconics customers and therefore also a lot of Mitsubishi Electric customers. So let me start to explain to you who is Takabishi Corporation. We are located in Japan, head office in Kyoto, and we are on the market already since 1926. We are about 600 employees in total, and our activities primarily are focused to the sales of products that are intended for factory automation and industrial automation, industrial equipment. We also provide semiconductors and some building facilities and utility equipment. And all these products are not proprietary, so we are kind of reselling these products. But the only product that we are doing ourselves, our proprietary product, is the OPC portfolio and the OPC products. Those are software and hardware products, and we have a system engineering team and a software development team that is developing these products for factory automation and for information systems. Also, Takabishi Corporation joins several organizations like OPC Foundation, CLPA organization, association, and we also join the eFactory Alliance of Mitsubishi Electric. So as said, we are also very long active in the market, and also very long we have a relationship with Mitsubishi Electric. Because Takabishi originally was founded as a kind of a distributor of Mitsubishi Electric products already since that day, 1924 even, so we also developed customer systems using the Melsec products and also including our original product. So yeah, we also developed the first version of this OPC server already in 1998. And for over 20 years, we've been active in let's say, making this product more mature, putting it on the market. And of course, because of its history, we have a very high compatibility with the Melsec products. So today we have relationships, as I said, with the eFactory Alliance Partner Program with Mitsubishi Electric System Integration and Software. We are system integration partner of Genesis. We are a consortium partner of EdgeCross and also CC Link partner. And our activities now is really based as system integration using the Mitsubishi products, and also integrated now into the Iconics products like the Genesis 64. So we supply our products to Mitsubishi and also its customers, of course, Mitsubishi Electric and its customers all over the world. And we can even provide this OPC product as an alternative to the Mitsubishi OPC server, MX OPC server. So you could say we have a kind of triangle cooperation between Iconics, Mitsubishi, and Takabishi. So to show you that we support a lot of Mitsubishi products and equipment, you see here this overview. Perhaps it's very hard to read, but on the left side you can see a very long list of all the supported PLCs from Mitsubishi Electric, from the IQR series, the Q series, the L series, the A series. And on the right even you see support to Mitsubishi CNCs, to EDM machines, RFID, energy saving and OPC products. So this is a very extensive list of Mitsubishi products that are really supported by the Takabishi OPC service. So on the left hand side of this slide you see our collaboration with Iconics, and we integrated our DXP server product into the Genesis 64 environment, and I will explain this to you during the upcoming slides. And on the right hand side we even brought this collaboration a step further via integration of the device gateway on Docker product into the IoT Works environment of Iconics. So the left hand side is used for industrial automation, you could say on premises for example, and the right hand side is of course intended for the IoT activities that everybody is doing. So let me start explaining to you the DXP server in relation to the Genesis 64 integration. This is called the Device Explorer OPC server. Now this server is, as you can see here in this picture, it's placed in the middle, and this server provides the communication between the factory floor at the bottom side, on the factory floor, the plant, information, infrastructure, data, building information, or several sensors here. And all that equipment, all that data can be transformed via the DXP server to the Genesis 64. And it can be machine vendor specific protocols that are used there. You can have several brands of PLCs in the market, of course, of several types of sensors, and that data can be read out with the DXP server, and it is communicated to Genesis 64 via the standard protocol OPC. So the basic function is a connection between the production side and the Genesis 64. So it gives you a high performance. It is ideal communication software for large-scale production systems. It supports up to 200 different series of products from about 80 types of vendors. all these several vendors and products are supported in this one software solution. And because we are already there for a long time in the market, it has high reliability and high quality. So to give you an idea, to have an overview about, okay, what kind of 200 series of products and 80 vendors do we mean? Here you see the most used products in the market, starting of course with Mitsubishi Electric and Mitsubishi Melsec products, Siemens, Rockwell, even standard Modbus is provided, Omron PLCs are there. And at the bottom you can see also robots are supported, Mitsubishi, Kawasaki, Yaskawa, RFID products. And I also mentioned, and also it has the possibility to support open networks like BACnet, IEC 61850 or 60870. Communication is possible. So it is really a long list of products that are supported. This list is available via Iconics, but this is just a, let's say, general overview. So as you can see, it is used to monitor and control the factories and all the facilities. So at the bottom, you can see again the several PLCs. The DXP server reads out or controls the PLCs and reads out the data and translates it, communicates it to the Genesis 64 environment. So Genesis 64 collects this real-time data from the various devices via this OPC server, and with that Genesis is able to visualize and analyze all that data. So you get a centralized management of all your equipment in your factory, for example, and Genesis 64 can communicate with this OPC server via OPC UA or OPC Classic. The big advantage is that it's a completely device independent system. It's very flexible, it supports many brands, and you can activate its license via the license methods that are used in the Genesis 64 environment, the same licensing system. We even have supply a tool to help customers to make a conversion, for example, from a Kepware server environment to the DXP server environment. This can be done very easily via one-step export and import a certain file, a tag file, and the brands that are mentioned at the bottom, they're all supported, and the tool can be used for these brands that are mentioned below. So this tool is very useful for customers that are used to, for example, to Kepware and do not have the time or the ability to change all the data from one brand to another brand. So this tool helps them out very easily, very quickly. If you look at the several lineups, the software, DXP OPC server software is available in 3 versions, an enterprise, an advanced, and a standard. And the enterprise version is the most extensive one. It's the flagship. As you can see at the bottom, it supports OPC UA. It has no limit to the scripting, and it has no limit to the connectivity. So all 230 brands, 230 connections of the 80 brands are supported with this enterprise version. And then the one below that is the advanced version. It supports OPC UA, but it only supports one script and connectivity to one vendor. So you can use it for or Rockwell, or Mitsubishi Electric, or Allen Bradley, Rockwell Allen Bradley, or Siemens, for example. And the lowest one, and also in pricing, let's say the lowest price one, is the standard one. It does not support OPC UA, only supports OPC Classic, and also has one script and one vendor availability. So this is the overview of the brands that are supported in the advanced and the standard type. So not all brands are mentioned here, but the most used brands in the market are also supported. Now let's talk about the second product that I wanted to propose to you, is a device gateway on Docker, and that one is integrated into the IoT Works environment. So this is really for IoT applications. If you look at this setup, it almost looks the same as the DXP server. Again, you see in the middle the device gateway, and it is a device gateway on Docker. And together with IoT Works, it can be used for embedded applications. It can be put in, like shown here, wireless edge hardware systems. And this gives you the ability, this product gives you the ability to again read out data, PLC data or sensor data or robot data from a location, and now it can be via IoT Works, it can be transported to the Microsoft Azure environment. So it makes a connection between the production site and the Azure via this IoT Works. So it's also easy to use. You have no special tool needed to do all the settings for the PLC. It can be done very easily via settings via a browser. Again, it supports 170 series of 60 vendors, so a little bit less than the DXP server, but for IoT applications, I think it can be used for a lot of brands in the market. And again, it's a Docker type of application, so it can be embedded in various environments. Again, here you see the overview of the supported devices. Again, Mitsubishi Electric, Omron, Siemens, but also at the bottom it can support more machine tools like the EDM machines, the CNC machines. Modbus supports a long list. Robots, again, Yaskawa, Fanuc. It can have network connections, and it can also have even serial or Bluetooth connections. So it's more really dedicated for IoT applications. Again here, it looks the same as with the DXP server. The device gateway collects the data via IoT Works. It goes to the Azure, and from Azure it can be used by Genesis 64. So the IoT Works collects the data real time from via the device gateway from the equipment on the factory floor or whatever IoT product is needed to be read out, and that data is uploaded into Azure. So it features a collection of each site data by IoT Works, and IoT Works can communicate with the device gateway again via OPC UA, so that's all built internally. Again here, biggest benefit, it's a completely built-in device independent system, so flexibility is very important here. And you can also activate the license again via the same licensing system as IoT Works provides. So this is also very handy for customers. Well, you have easy access to the data of that device gateway from the IoT Works visualizer. So you can, here at the left hand side, you can see the several tags that can be read out, and at the right hand side, IoT Works can be used to visualize the data, and not only visualize but also the data logging and uploading the data to Azure. So if you look here at the lineups, we have three types of products in this with this device gateway on Docker, and we call it here small, medium, and large. And small is related to the number of tags that can be controlled. You could say the small one is able to control 500 tags, medium 5,000, and a large one to more than 60,000 tags. And for all of them, you can use up to 16 devices that can be used in your IoT architecture, for example, and all three types have exactly the same functionality. So you get all the functionality independent if you have small, medium, or large. As an example here, a customer reference. This is a monitoring of a factory where there is combustion of aluminum smelter, and you can see here at the bottom you see of course the oven, the aluminum oven, and here totally 12 PLCs are used. So we have several Mitsubishi Electric Melsec PLCs. We have a Q, Melsec Q, Melsec Net H, we have Melsec A, but we also have, for example, Omron PLCs, and all these different PLCs can be used on one connection. They all talk to the DXP server, and the DXP server on its side talks to the Genesis 64. So this can be used for monitoring of the operating status of this whole process. You can control the process, you can control the PLCs, you can read out temperatures, for example. You can you can do the logging of the production results, and you can send the logging to the database, look at history, look at progress, all these kind of things. So the benefits of this Takabishi products is that you have centralized PLC access. So you can have a mix of all the new series, and you can use PLC from different vendors. So flexibility is really a big benefit here. It also provides you a stable high-speed communication because we use OPC UA, and it's easy to operate because it's fully integrated into the Genesis 64 in this example. If you have any questions, you can contact, of course, Iconics. You can also contact Takebishi Corporation in Japan. Here you see the support link. You can also visit us via the website or even via YouTube channel. Of course, the software and all the questions and information you can get via Iconics channels that you have. The licenses are available as a perpetual license, subscription license, with or without maintenance. That's all possible. And of course, it's also possible via Iconics to get a, let's say, test license possibility so that you can do some testing for example, a month or a week or whatever. So for that one, contact Iconics and contact your sales channels for that. For now, thank you very much. And I hope it was a very interesting presentation, and please have a look at it because it makes life very easy and in IoT environment and in industrial automations. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Thomas Burke. I am the Global Director of Industry Standards for Mitsubishi Electric Automation. Today's webinar we're going to talk about everything related to essentially connectivity and the whole beauty of connecting the OT world to the IT world with respect to the digital transformation. What I wanted to talk about first off is what Mitsubishi Electric Automation is doing, and we're going to talk a lot about today what's known as CLPA, which stands for the CC Link Partner Association. We're also going to talk about the company Takebishi and the Device Explorer product. And we're also going to talk about the eFactory Alliance and the importance of this with respect to rounding out the portfolio and partnering with a multitude of companies basically to enable our customers to be successful with Mitsubishi Electric Automation products. So I first want to talk about the industry expertise that Mitsubishi Electric Automation has. As you can see from this slide, we're involved in a multitude of different industries, including automotive, building automation, HVAC, semiconductor, water treatment, food and beverage, and the list goes on. So we have a multitude of expertise with basically a lot of different industries that really enables our customers using our products to really support being able to get data from all their different devices and actually grab that data and turn it into useful information as they push that data into the cloud-based applications and into the cloud-based repositories. So we've got a lot of different expertise, and then with our partners with the eFactory Alliance, we really round things out with our system integrators and software vendors to truly enable our customers to be successful as they strive to achieve their digital transformation. eFactory I want to talk a lot about today is basically it's advancing the factories of the future. The whole goal of eFactory essentially is to optimize manufacturing by connecting the multitude of disparate devices and equipment and collecting and analyzing that data to improve efficiencies, reduce cost, and increase overall productivity. So from the shop floor we have a multitude of devices down there that basically are, in supporting of your operations, whether it's a PLC, whether it's a robot, whether it's a drive, whether it's a sensor. And then at the edge level, we're able to take all that data from all those different devices and actually leverage the data and basically convert the data into useful information as you push that data into the what's known as the IT system world. So this is really what I talk about when I talk about IT to OT conversions. We're grabbing the right data and you're pushing that data and converting the data into useful information, and then the system can basically take that information and turn it back into data and basically push that data down into the shop floor devices in the OT world. So if you think about some of the products that Mitsubishi Electric has in their portfolio, I like to think about the PLCs, or the programmable logic controllers, and how they're fully scalable controller solution and allows you to select the controller platform for your specific application and your vertical industry. So the I/O capacity of these devices ranges from 6 to thousands of different I/O points that you're able to gather data from and essentially be able to do, high-speed control applications directly in the PLC. I also like to talk about our safety CPU and how it's capable of both standard and safety control. It shares the same base unit, power supply, and network modules as our standard IQR series systems. So this all supports the CC-Link technology. It's certified accordingly. It's smaller. It's a lot less wiring. It's a simple design, and it really supports a multitude of languages, and it all connects up to the CC-Link IE network. So from an industrial networking standpoint, Mariano Alvarado is going to talk a lot more about this, but Mitsubishi Electric supports a wide variety of networks to meet the needs of any application at all levels of what I call the network hierarchy. Obviously, I'm pushing CC-Link IE and CC-Link IE TSN, but we also support the whole, architecture of other industrial networks, including Profinet, Ethernet IP, EtherCAT, and Modbus technology, to name a few. So we recognize the value proposition of basically integrated engineering and how you want to basically connect up to all these different disparate devices on these different disparate networks and be able to use this data. So we have the opportunity to allow you to support any of the different networks out there of whatever devices you need, and basically plug this into our system, and basically leveraging our partners to really provide complete interoperability. CC-Link IE is really an open network. Again, Mariana is going to talk more about it, but if you think about our seamless message protocol and what we're trying to do with CC-Link, CC-Link again is basically, it's an open protocol managed by the CC-Link Partner Association, which is really an independent organization from Mitsubishi Electric Automation. And CC-Link IE comes in two flavors right now, known as standard CC-Link or the Ethernet version, CC-Link IE. And we're going to talk a lot about, the capability that CC-Link provides overall, inclusive of the CC-Link IE TSN technology, which was released in November of 2018. So CC-Link IETSN is basically the game-changing technology that I like to refer to as time-sensitive networking, which really ensures high-speed communication through time synchronization. And our whole goal behind the TSN technology is really to allow multiple protocols running on the same physical wire is really the big advantage of TSN. And so essentially what you're able to do is you're able to do runtime access and control applications. At the same time, I'm able to use the technology to configure and add new devices to the network without affecting the control parameters. So you can even do things like, basic communication with TCP/IP, at the same time doing deterministic control applications on the same physical wire. This is a very exciting technology, and it ties very well in with our other CC-Link IE technology. And basically, we're taking Ethernet to the highest level and really providing high performance applications and allowing you to do control and configuration at the same time on the same physical wire. I like to talk about the MES interface and our enterprise connectivity and what we're doing there. And this is kind of our architecture drawing that really shows in all the different production cells that you can have, that basically you can connect up these multitude of devices. And then with the CC-Link technology, I'm able to take the sensor and the field level devices and basically use control and push that information up into the enterprise level. So the beauty of this is you've got a complete interface, which is an industry hardened IT appliance, which is mounted directly on what's known as our IQR series backplane. So when this interface is used, it has the ability to manipulate all the data from your programmable controllers on its own and send it directly to a database or some sort of historian application. So it's a very interesting strategy that really supports our customers basically having, integrated information directly into the MES. So from a visualization perspective, obviously Mitsubishi Electric Automation owns the company called Iconics, which is our software arm, and they do all the visualization, the analytics, and essentially we also have the ability to have, panels and things like that are industrial personal computers that support our monitoring and, historical applications directly. And we're going to talk a lot more about the beauty of visualization and how visualization leverages the OPC UA protocol for gathering complex data and being able to render that data and visualize it and then convert that data through our analytics product into information that ultimately you push into the cloud. So we talk about our GOTS, which is our graphic operator terminals. They really offer the advantage of a lot of the innovative features such as touchscreen, gesture control, wireless communication, full backup, restore, and reliability. And we have a wide selection of different display and styles, which include panel mount, frameless, and really extra durable and pendant style type devices. So this is the type of devices that Mitsubishi offers that you can mount directly on your control system and get instant visualization of your data from your factory floor devices. Again, with the visualization, the Iconic suite of what we've done, basically we've got the ability to have what's known as our mobile HMI, which really allows secure access to industrial systems and building automation. We have the Hyperstoring, which provides high-speed historical data logging and reporting services. And the foundation really is Genesis 64, which is a SCADA application, and essentially it's used to do PC-based visualization application. So we have our Genesis 64 Basic and Genesis 64 Advanced. The other thing I talk a lot about is the whole analytics, and the beauty of the analytics is it allows you to really turn that data into useful information and really optimize your specific environments and leverage all these disparate devices that we provided connectivity to. Next thing I want to talk about is, okay, we've got all these great products and everything we're doing, but there's a whole lot of confusion on what in the world is IoT and how can IoT help me? Well, if you think about the Internet of Things, which is IoT, it's really a network of smart devices like your phones or your computers or a vehicle or your control systems, which are embedded with sensors and software and actuators and connectivity, which makes communication possible between all these devices. So you think about from an industrial automation perspective, there literally are billions of these things that are already connected to control systems in our manufacturing buildings and infrastructure. And what IoT technology allows us to do is really securely merge existing operational technologies with OT for really improved, analytics, visibility, and remote connectivity. And that's what IoT is all about. So I can take these IoT devices, okay, and basically connect these things up. So I can take my smartphone and I can look directly onto my factory floor and take a look at my devices and know what the data is and know what I need to do in terms of preventative maintenance and condition-based monitoring type applications, or just monitoring, the speed and things that are going on and, how many units I've pushed through on a daily basis. So there's a lot of reasons for IoT adoption, and the real top reasons are things like safety and security, my operations optimization, doing things for basically ensuring quality of my product, and basically it's allowing, higher increased employee productivity. So, I recognize that the complexity of scaling IoT and technical challenges, does still impede further adoption, even more with security. But what happens is there's a cultural change that allows you to use all these different IoT devices that we're already familiar from with a consumer basis and be able to do things like, take advantage in a manufacturing arena of, really improving our plant safety and security and worker safety by leveraging IoT. From a healthcare perspective, the same thing. For retail, the same thing. It's all the beauty of being able to connect up and look at all this data out there and then make intelligent decisions systems to really improve my operation from both a security and safety standpoint. There's a lot of different industry IoT examples. I think about the different connected infrastructure. I think about these 5G cell towers that are out there. I think about the oil and gas arena and their upstream. I think about building systems. And then I think about the connected machines. I got my machine builder, I got manufacturing, I got retail. And, they all have very similar business needs for different reasons. And they're all really about doing things like, managing geographically disparate microsites, reducing deployment, and, remote monitoring and control from a connected infrastructure perspective. And from a business need, I can improve my uptime, I can do predictive maintenance, and I can do condition monitoring applications, which really improves my capability of what I can do and really leveraging the IoT world of applications and devices. So the IoT challenges that our people facing right now is, establishing bidirectional communication, with thousands of IoT devices, but right now, we've solved that problem because there's a lot of secure transport protocols out there, including AMQP and MQTT and REST and web services. And Mitsubishi Electric Automation basically includes all these protocols in our devices. I need to authenticate per device for security enhanced IoT. And with that, essentially, again, we're leveraging, Microsoft Azure IoT Hub and leveraging the security supports, the TPM and X509. So there's a lot of different challenges we recognize, but we've built this into our system and basically, solving the IoT challenges and bringing forward the right products and the right partners to really, build a complete system for your components and to allow you to really access and be able to use the IoT, infrastructure. So if you think about what Iconics and Mitsubishi Electric Automation are working on, essentially is having universal connectivity to the wide variety of different networks that are out there and the different protocols and the different databases. And then we take these things and have the IoT Edge platform, which is able to connect up all these data and essentially push that data, on the edge into the cloud-based applications and turning that data into useful information both in the edge as well as in the cloud, and then allowing you to essentially render that data to the client applications up in the OT world. So if you think about, when I think about like an IoT application, they are really the user-facing components of the IoT solution. And the users interact and visualize and manipulate that IoT data and can make intelligent decisions based on the data. And that's the beauty of what an IoT solution is all about. So if you take a look at the far left-hand side of the screen, it talks about all the different sensors and equipment, the multitude of different automation systems are out there, and how do I take all these different automation systems and leverage all these open protocols and basically push this data, into that centralized uniform platform delivered on what I call a single pane of glass. That really is what I'm talking about here. We've got one IoT platform that allows you to take all this different disparate devices and disparate networks and all these automation systems and really tie your whole factory together and really make intelligent decisions about the data as you turn that data into useful information, pushing it from the sensors all the way into the cloud, and then being able to visualize that data directly, from the shop floor, which is the beauty of having the connectivity at the edge level. So the software gateway that we're pushing, we're talking a lot about, is basically runs on, hardened industrial computer type devices and gateways. It runs our IoT work software, and essentially it's connectivity from the edge to the cloud. And then you're able to leverage the Iconics software basically as a complete strategy for really supporting the industrial opportunity for the digital transformation. So if I look at the manufacturing timeline and what we did, we went from the Industrial Revolution, or what was known as, essentially Industry 1.0, and we've migrated all the way up into the Industrial Revolution of 4 right now. Everybody calls Industry 4.0, but essentially the whole aim of all this basically is to achieve a smart or self-organized factory, and that's the whole timeline of what we've been trying to do. So I like to talk about how we're capitalizing on the OPC UA technology, and essentially Iconics is transforming the business and leveraging the OPC UA standard to really turn the data into insight and have complete connectivity of all your different things out there in an IoT world. So we know what OPC UA is. It's the enabling technology for the Internet of Things and Industry 4.0. It's both communication and information modeling. I think the real power behind this is the information modeling, building on top of the communications infrastructure, which allows us to take all these different, partners that are building, essentially information models and be able to take that information at the lowest level device and then be able to take that from the device and be able to consume it at the client level as data without having any preconceived knowledge of what that data is. So this is the binding of OPC-UA and what they've done with the information models. And Iconics and Mitsubishi are leveraging this directly in the products and things that we're bringing to the market to help our end users. So essentially, if you think about what I just said, Mitsubishi Electric Automation is a complete package, providing the multitude of devices and software applications through Iconics, and most importantly, partnering with a multitude of companies through our eFactory Alliance to allow our customers to have a complete infrastructure that really supports all the different applications and allows you to really operate and improve the effectiveness of your operations.
Hello everyone, my name is Mariana Alvarado, Marketing Specialist for CLPA. I will give you a brief introduction about CLPA and Sizzling Network Technology. The Sizzling Partner Association is a group of device manufacturers and end users of Sizzling certified products. A little bit of history. Mitsubishi Electric developed the Sizzling technology, and in the year 2000, they released it to the public domain as an open network. As a result, the Sizzling Partner Association, or CLPA, was created at the same year to manage the Sizzling Network technology family. CLPA has a global presence and has regional offices all over the world. The headquarters are located in Japan, and we have offices in America, Mexico, Europe, and so on. The main activities that CLPA develops are manage the Sizzling family of network protocol specifications, provide technical and development support to members, provide Sizzling conformance testing of members' products, participate in trade shows, trainings, seminars, and other activities, and promote CLPA partner products in trade shows, publications, seminars, and social media. Now about Sizzling technology. Sizzling IE is the family of networks based in industrial Ethernet technology. All of them have a bandwidth of 1 gigabit per second, and you are able to combine safety, motion control, and energy management in the same network. They have flexible topologies and deterministic behavior. As you can see in the picture, there are different families of Sizzling IE, starting at the device level with Sizzling IE Field, Sizzling IE Field Safety, and Sizzling IE Field Motion. And at the controller level, we have Sizzling IE Control, where one of the main difference is the physical wiring. In Sizzling IE Field Control, we use fiber optics to connect the different controllers. Now, our most recent release, Sizzling IE TSN. This network technology is Ethernet-based that supports 1 gigabit per second or 100 meg of bandwidth, depending on your needs. As Sizzling IE family, we can combine safety, motion, and general functions in the same network. TSN is an extension of the standard Ethernet that regulates data communication, making it deterministic, providing the ability to combine different types of traffic on a single network. This is called convergence, and provides the foundation of process transparency required in Industry 4.0. CC-Link IETSN is the world's first open industrial Ethernet technology that combines a gigabit of bandwidth with TSN technology.
Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Roy Koch, and I'm one of the Partnership and Alliances Managers for the CC-Link organization and eFactory Alliance partners. I'd like to take a few minutes to give you a short but important commercial on the eFactory Alliance program and the concept of eFactory that drives it. We are all well aware of Industry 4.0, the underpinnings of digital transformation. That initiative took serious root with government incentives announced by Germany back in 2011. Since that time, the United States announced smart manufacturing. Japan announced the robot revolution and Society 5.0 initiatives. Fundamentally, these are all focused on. If you're aware of the Mitsubishi Electric tagline, changes for the better, you'll understand that these concepts aren't new to us. In fact, starting back in 2003, Mitsubishi Electric began marketing the concept of eFactory, an idea to connect everything for the purpose of continuous improvement. As our mission statement says, eFactory is about increasing digital transformation affecting business. We've been working on this for a very long time. Mitsubishi Electric offers an excellent YouTube channel with close to 200 videos about our products and initiatives. And there are several excellent and thought-provoking videos that focus on digital transformation. I won't play them now, but these slides will be shared, and I encourage you to enjoy the videos, especially the two that I've highlighted. So eFactory is our name for digital transformation. We also know that no one company can offer everything that an industry needs. That takes an entire ecosystem, people and products from other companies, all aligning and pulling together for end user benefit. In the year 2000, Mitsubishi Electric introduced CC-Link, their family of communication solutions, as a global industry standard, open for all companies to adopt. CC-Link is a very scalable solution addressing the needs for cost-effective connectivity in small systems, while also offering market-leading and open connectivity with support for the latest technologies such as gigabit Ethernet and time-sensitive networking. Mitsubishi Electric then created the eFactory Alliance program, a partner program to build an ecosystem of technology providers. The eFactory Alliance program offers literally hundreds of companies and thousands of products and should be a regular destination for all Mitsubishi customers and supporters. You'll find access to the eFactory Alliance program integrated with Mitsubishi Electric websites around the world. eFactory Alliance program delivers technologies and expertise at every level of the automation hierarchy, from plant floor sensors and actuators and controls to IT products and services either on-premise or in the cloud. Today we see a major focus on edge computing and edge connectivity, and the eFactory Alliance program represents products there too. The goals are to advance productivity, quality, sustainability, safety, and security for our customers. Know that we have a valuable partner program that delivers additional products and services and expertise, often tightly integrated with Mitsubishi Electric products through CC-Link Communications. It's a complex world out there filled with challenges, but Mitsubishi and our vast ecosystem are here to help you with the right tools for every job. Thanks for your time, and I hope
All right, everybody. Thank you for listening to our presentation today. We've got some time here for Q&A, so I'm going to go through some of the questions that we received during the presentation and send them off to the panel to answer. So looks like one person was asking about the pricing model, and they just wanted some more explanation as to what the pricing model is like. So I don't know, I'm thinking, would that one go to Roy maybe?
Yeah, thanks, Zach. We have a very flexible pricing model through Iconics. I don't want to give out the exact pricing, but it's typical of what you'd expect. A single driver would be under $1,000. Multiple drivers supporting multiple vendors could be in the $1,500, $2,000 range. It's pretty typical for a significant OPC server with multi-protocol support, as well as OPC UA and OPC Classic support.
And we have an integrated licensing program with Takebishi with the Iconics software. So when you buy the Iconics software, it's a bundled solution allowing to have complete connectivity, as Roy mentioned, to the multitude of devices. You know, obviously today we're talking a lot about the importance of connectivity to Mitsubishi Electric Automation products, but it also provides connectivity to a multitude of other devices, really allowing our customers to have a mixture of different, disparate devices all connected together.
All right, thanks guys. Next question here. Is there a cost for licensing CC-Link and integrating support in our products?
So again, the ability to have, essentially the Takebishi product being the flagship product that really provides connectivity, as well as there are other alternatives for connectivity to Mitsubishi, devices, but it's integrated into the Iconics platform, and essentially Takebishi also works as a standalone product that allows to have connectivity to Mitsubishi Electric and really embraces the whole OPC UA standard.
Yeah, Tom, there may be another answer to that question. If companies are interested in implementing CC-Link in their own products, then they would work directly with CLPA, the CC-Link Partner Association, and becoming a member of the association, which has a small fee associated with it, does give you access to be able to license the protocol, download source code, work with our partners in chips to add CC-Link to your own devices or control systems.
So join CLPA and join eFactory, and really you can start, leveraging and have connectivity to our Mitsubishi portfolio.
All right, thank you. And then it looks like the next question asked was, how is Takebishi integrated into Iconics?
Yeah, Takebishi is integrated into the Iconics suite. So it's done via the licensing scheme that Iconics is using. So I do not know exactly how it's technically done, but as a customer, you can easily select from the Iconics Genesis suite or for the IoT Work suite. You can select easily to make a connection to the Takebishi OPC server environment, and from there on you can control and do the settings on your PLCs and on your tags to control the devices. So it's a fully integrated solution.
All right, thanks, Ed. Next up here we have, if we create a product that works with Mitsubishi Electric Solutions, is there a cost to enroll in eFactory?
I'll take that. This is Roy. There is no cost to join eFactory. You would apply. There's a link on the eFactory, each of the eFactory websites that you can access through the Mitsubishi Electric websites. You'll see a form to fill out. We'll review your product and your company, and if you pass, which is quite likely, we're always looking to have additional companies offer Mitsubishi-centric services. You'll become part of the program, and we'll message with you in an ongoing way.
Thanks, Roy. Next one that I see here, OPC UA seems to be an integral part of digital transformation. Is Mitsubishi/Iconics working with OPC UA? That one seems like a Tom question.
Yes, we're very integrated with OPC UA and the OPC Foundation. Specifically, Iconics has been on the board of directors of the OPC Foundation since 2003. Mitsubishi obviously is, a tight integrated partner and actively working on a lot of the different standards, and specifically, also engaged in many of the what's known as the OPC UA companion specifications and information models. So Mitsubishi is very tightly engaged, and we really are working with both the foundation and the other industrial Ethernet organizations, specifically with the TSN technology, to really enable, this whole digital transformation and allowing our customers to have devices from different networks and different, suppliers basically all working seamlessly together. So, and OPC-UA is obviously an integral part of that architecture that really allows us to take advantage of, the cross-network support with the OPC-UA FX effort, which basically embraces OPC-UA over TSN, and then, actually pushing information up into the cloud-based applications, leveraging OPC-UA and the companion specifications.
And I can add to that, Tom, thank you, that I can also add that Takebishi is a member of the OPC Foundation. Of course, we develop our OPC server in line with the latest developments that are coming out and the latest specifications that are coming out of the OPC Foundation.
All right, thank you. Next question looks to be similar to what Ad just expanded upon. Is Takebishi part of the eFactory Alliance program?
Yes, also the eFactory Alliance program we are a part of, both in Japan and also in Europe. We reached the, let's say, that relationship, and we are a full member. And you can see that also on the Mitsubishi Electric website. There's a full list of all the companies that joined this alliance. And well, as said, Takebishi is also mentioned there. Yes.
All right, thank you. Next question here. Can these drivers, OPC server, be used with other products other than Iconics and Mitsubishi? So I think, yeah.
Yeah, sure, of course. Yeah, the DXP server is, in fact, it's basically it's a standalone product. So it's just a software package that can be provided by Takebishi. The only thing is that we integrate it into Iconics to make it very flexible and very easy for customers that use Iconics also to make connection to all kinds of devices. But we know that some customers say, okay, perhaps we also want to buy DXP server as a separate product, and that's also possible. We can provide it. All the products that we provide look very similar to the ones I mentioned in my presentation. So the enterprise, the standard, and the advanced types, and all that information that I gave you, that's the same with our standalone products, and you can buy it via our Takebishi website, mentioned also on in my presentation. And you can even buy it via web shop we have in Japan.
All right. Next question I see here. This person asks, how many company members are a part of CLPA?
So Roy, you want to take a shot at that? I mean, overall?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. We have over 4,000 members of CLPA at this point. So if you're interested in tracking what we're doing from a protocol perspective, if you want to be a proponent of the latest technology, which is CC-Link IE TSN, we'd like you to become a member. So go to the CLPA website and sign up. There is no cost to be a registered member, and we'll keep you informed of what's going on.
All right, thank you. Next person asks, can CC-Link be used for Norcontrol Lingso system? My pronunciation may not have been perfect there, but this person is asking about whether CC-Link can be used for a specific system that they named.
I think we're going to have to research that one. I'm not aware of that particular product, but CC-Link can be incorporated into a number of different products. We also have converters, so if those products speak another language, we can convert from CC-Link to other protocols and the other way around, so we can make CC-Link compliant with existing systems. So let's get back to you offline on that. If you can include your email with your comment, and we'll follow up with you after the webinar.
Yeah, and we can tell you about the different gateway products that are available to do a lot of that conversions as well. We don't want to endorse, I can't endorse them, in this kind of a session, but there are a lot of different gateway products that support, the conversion between protocols.
All right, and then I think we're right at 11 o'clock Central Time. So we've got one more question in, and I think this will be the last one of the day. In the food and beverage industry, how do you see the automation trend inside plants?
So that's a really good question. All the questions were good. I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of different food and beverage companies, and basically the value of leveraging industry standards and really, taking a look at, automating their equipment and monitoring the data, and specifically taking advantage of like preventative maintenance type applications, right, are very important in the food and beverage industry, as well as, the multitude of other industries. So in the food and beverage, anything from, the actual production to the packaging, right, is very important. And we're tightly engaged, basically providing the right products and really helping our customers out, to leverage, the iconic software, obviously connectivity to all the different devices that are important in the, the food and beverage arena. I've had the opportunity to attend a lot of different and, participate in a lot of bottling type things and what they're doing, and the importance of, the maintenance of that equipment is just unbelievable of what they have to do, from the cleaning and the filling and the, the overall, that whole strategy, right down to the distribution and the tracking of the products, right, is so important. So I think with our, solution with data and information and all the things with analytics, we're able to really provide a lot of things, and the whole historian is an integral part of, the needs of the food and beverage industry.
All right, thanks, Tom. I think that will just about do it for our webinar session today. So thanks everybody for joining. To the one gentleman that asked about the specific system and whether CC-Link can be used for it, I'll get you in touch with one of the people on our panel today, and we'll get that sorted out for you. We'll do some research and follow up with you offline. So again,
this is Tom Burke. Thank you very much for everybody taking time out from your busy day to attend our webinar. As Zach mentioned, it was recorded and it will be available as an on-demand webcast that you can download and listen to, you personally or your colleagues at your leisure. So thanks again, and please join our upcoming other webinars that we've got on our schedule. Have a great day.
Yep. Thanks, everyone. Thanks to all of our attendees and our panelists. Have a great rest of your day.
Okay, thank you. From Takebishi, thank you all.